I suppose I reached a point where I knew that I needed to make a change to what I was doing in my life, and I wasn't really doing much in terms of being active, and in many other areas of my life actually. So 6 weeks ago, or maybe 8 weeks ago, it was like, okay, in order to make a change, in order to have a different outcome, I needed to do things differently, and that has become my mantra. I was looking for exercise, and a number of times Witterings Fitness had popped up on my screen, and what was appealing was that it was for the over 50s. I thought, okay, well, let me just have a look at this, and it looked really good, and it looked like the kind of ethos that I was looking for. It was about being fitter, it was about losing weight, and it was about feeling better about myself. It was also about, it was really a challenge about this limiting belief which I have had, which is that I can't, when I start something, I don't complete it, especially in terms of dieting, especially in terms of a fitness regime. So, so it was really those 4 things that were my drivers. Those were the things, the outcomes that I wanted. I think for women, especially going through the menopause, it's a really tricky time. I wasn't very active. I was coming home and not doing anything, just watching TV and thinking about being fitter, and thinking about how heavy I felt, and how, you know, a lot of negative emotions about myself. So that's why there was a moment when it was just very clear, and it was just like, there's this mantra I've been reading and it's been popping up everywhere, and I don't know about you, but I believe that things come to you when you need them to appear. And then I don't know what it was, but there was just like an energy which was like, okay, this is it, I'm doing it. I want to make a change. I feel lighter. Physically, I feel lighter. Emotionally, I have a lot more energy than I had to. Other people have remarked that my energy is different, and my daughter in particular, well, she's a great support, and she just says you really just have changed in those aspects, you know. So no, I'm feeling good. Yes, I feel like I've set myself a goal, and I am achieving it. I am determined not to go back to where I was before. But I do think that the program here is a really positive one. It's a lot about what you can do and pushing you to do better. It's never about what you can't do and making you feel that you can't. It's really strong support, and everything's really doable. And I think that's part of the secret of the success of Witterings Fitness. I think weeks 1 to 3, because it was an adjustment, was about fighting that feeling of, oh, do I have to go? I would say for the first 3 weeks, before every session, there was a feeling of, oh, do I have to go? But as I was saying to a classmate, that having come, I got to the point at the end of week 3 where I knew that if I came, that feeling of enjoyment would override the feeling of, I don't want to go. So, and then interestingly, week 4 onwards, I've wanted to come, and have been, okay, today is a session, it's going to be fun, and you know, and I've wanted to come. So a real shift. Yes, it was. It absolutely was. It is worth it for me, because I found a place where I actually want to come, and compared to other gyms and other fitness programs where it becomes something that I give up on easily because I'm not really enjoying the atmosphere or the activities or whatever, you know.